Meteorological Organization, the world's top authority on weather and climate.
The last decade, obviously, is the warmest on record, and the last 6 years are the warmest years on the record, and all this reflects into the increasing, more intense and more devastating disasters in the world.
She says the COVID-19 lockdowns around the world did reduce emissions a little, but the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has continued to increase. The UN chief Antonio Guterres told the BBC today that action was needed now.
Let's face facts. The state of our planet is broken. Humanity is waging war on nature. This is suicidal. The science is clear. For example, unless the world cuts fossil fuel production by 6% every year between now and 2030, things will get worse, much worse.
Sir David Attenborough joined Mr. Guterres in warning time was running out.
Young people are very impatient, and quite rightly so. For nothing to come out except words is very dispiriting. We need action.
The UN chief says the world now faces a moment of truth. He says the choice is very simple. Start cutting carbon emissions now or face disaster.
Boris Johnson is to declare one of the most ambitious targets in the world for tackling climate change. He's expected to say that by the end of the decade, the UK will aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 68 or 69% compared with 1990 levels. Our environment analyst, Roger Harrison, reports.
The Prime Minister's been keen to set a lead on climate change. Next year, he'll host a vital climate summit in Glasgow. And next week, he'll invite nations to reveal in advance how much they're willing to cut emissions by 2030. I understand he'll declare a UK target of reducing emissions by 68 or 69%. That's based on 1990 levels. The higher figure would earn Mr. Johnson praise from some environmentalists. Others think he should aim for a 75% cut. And the radical group Extinction Rebellion argues that almost all emissions in the UK must be stopped within this decade if the world is to avoid the risk of dangerous climate change. The 2030 date is significant because CO2 concentrations in the atmosphere are cumulative. That means that if the UK doesn't radically reduce emissions by 2030, it won't be able to achieve its long-term aim of net zero emissions by 2050.
Two security experts have told the Manchester Arena Inquiry that there were